Greetings, everyone. Thank you for coming for tonight's channeling. We have a certain agenda tonight. Yeah, the MIB after last night's channeling. I felt the presence of the MIB. I don't know what their message is, so we're just gonna go with it. Also, Mark picked up a energy or an image of a moon, like a purple moon. I think it was a moon. Yeah, and I got like a message from the Zetas, so we'll see how this goes. And Sirian will probably come through to answer questions on the site. Oh yeah, for those of posting questions on that webpage, we're doing our best. We're going to open it up twice a week, whenever, because I'm not the one reading them off, so it's whoever feels like reading it off. But we're going to do definitely today and maybe Monday. So we're going to open up that, so see how it goes. Thank you all for coming, and I think that's all I have. And we'll see. I'm not sure what we're getting into, so does anybody have would somebody like to do a blessing? You don't mind?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. صدق الله العظيم. Blessings to all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Do you want?
Yeah, sure.
Tehedu kostais niakos nehikatu kostas kapichi autororo kultura.
Thank you. Thank you guys for that, and catch you guys later. Yes. The world is going through transitions. Many, your governments are not too friendly to your ascension and to ours. We are, you could say, we are changing with you. I am, whatever word that whatever name you want to call me. I am the Zeta Reticuli. Zod or J-Rod, whatever. Doesn't matter. We not interfere. I guess you say we interfere. Yes, your government, dishonest as always. Even when you're site to site, they are dishonest on a daily basis. Even with your hologram site to site that they are planning perfect near. Even your governments are finding ways into that. They don't wish you to contact anyone, even channelings. This is one thing they cannot block, but they do attempt at times. They are just tampering with everything because they realize that they are losing their touch. They're cold on your world. They're not popular, obviously, and they're becoming more unpopular. Their governments around the world, China is becoming more lenient on extraterrestrial contact. They are still, obviously, Zetas we have a presence there, but we have say different opinions about certain things. Your government, as for United States, of course you are all from everywhere, so as for United States, they wish to keep the population asleep as much as possible. They do not want anyone to wake up to this channeling or any others. They want to see it as fiction, entertainment, and that is all. But that is not the case. And they're realizing it's becoming more real. Before it was seen as just entertainment to help those with their problems. But you're heading to our phase where where action is becoming more apparent, or more waking up, to where they are becoming more spiritual. That they can heal themselves instead of asking for help. Asking for help is nothing wrong with that, but healing yourself is more. That tells you that you're connecting to your power. They do not want this. Your governments do not want this. But they are realizing it, and they are preparing for it. Not to say they would interfere with this channeling or channelers. They try, but they fail most of the time. Because this is it's allowing this to proceed through, this is what is the word? Your free will. And they cannot always block that. They do it site to site, that's a little bit different. That is more complicated. But on this world, you are a member of this earth, so they cannot break into that too much. Like I said, they do try. Reptilian technologies, reptilians are becoming more advanced because they realize the awakening is going on. And they are preparing mentally because they are angry. Yes, anger for them is disruptive to their agenda. When reptilians do get angry, which is true, they lose control of themselves at times. And this awakening is angering them very often. And those that are awakened are receiving visits from them. Also, some reptilians, for your information, not all have this ability to mind control, but some do, where they can use their psychic energies to control one's thoughts to one mindset. Many have this, more advanced reptilians have this. They are, as I say, they're preparing for this awakening. There's many changes that are going to be occurring that are beneficial to all of you, but not to them. And as for site to site, yes, I would not trust that right now, because your governments, yes, with their chips, and they'll do anything they can to keep you zombied into this world, or keep you locked into this planet as a prison. They realize their power is shutting down. It's slow, but they realize when more information gets out, their game is over. But they still have a long time here. But they do not like what's happening. That is all I have.
All right, dear Zod, could you remind us once again our plane or out of this planet Earth, or where are you exactly?
Yes, I'm on your planet. My location has been many places. I broadcast through our craft. There are several here listening. We are benevolent. As our location is around the Russian territory.
Underground, off ground, and how do you look like? Gray or different?
Gray.
Yeah.
Yes. I am benevolent. There are those on your planet that are negative, that are radicalized, that we are dealing with on a daily basis. Understand, yes, we've been given this one downloads of what is happening. Some downloads do not make sense, some do. Understand, during those times of abductions, many of these Zetas that did this, I am not one of them, but the ones that did had human DNA into their DNA, mixed with their DNA. And they wanted more of this. They wanted to enhance they wanted to become more human, but still keep their abilities. And they figured they could do this. This is why they're so aggressive and service to self. They realize that you have many capabilities you are unaware of, and they know how to activate them. But to use human DNA in their DNA was not successful. But yes, they have been stopped, but some do get creative. We can only catch so many of them.
Zod, what's the interaction between Zetas, the negative ones, of course, and the reptilians? Because both of them have the same agenda, and yet they're not in good terms together.
Excellent question. We speak to everyone. We speak to negative reptilians. Don't speak to us anymore. They see us as ignorant, and but we do track them when we can. We do keep an eye on them. Your elites are not as dangerous as your reptilians. Your reptilians can be more destructive. The elites are destructive, but they're just more destructive to themselves. As for Zetas that are negative or malevolent, we do talk to them when we can, when they want to talk to us. We're always speaking to them, but they don't always talk back to us. We've tried. Sometimes they change their agendas, but sometimes they don't. The negative Zetas and reptilians, they don't always get along. They have their own agendas. So they don't, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. As for negative, this is not an easy word to say, but this identifies them easier. Those Zetas that do not have humans at their best interests are usually with Nordics that are negative also. They seem to get along better. So if you see a negative Zeta Reticuli, most likely a negative Nordic is not too far away. They compromise. They can get along with each other. They don't always have the same agendas. Their numbers are not as large as they used to be. There was one time there were, I don't have numbers here, but they were And many times they were more malevolent Zetas than there were malevolent Zetas on your world. This is why you've seen them so many times from the abductions. But that has changed now. That's all I have. Oh. There's nothing else. If there's any questions, if not, I will leave.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yesterday around, Monday around 2 o'clock, I did a drug called acid. And I had positive experience all the way through, but what I was seeing was not positive. I was having a lot of hallucinations, such as like Lucifer and dark energy, and I was wondering who kind of facilitated that, or was that all myself, like my fears?
Yes, there are fears. Also, when you do these type of things, you attract, not always, but you can attract reptilian energies towards you. Negative reptilians. Because they see that you are defenseless and they can manipulate you and even make you addicted if they wish. It depends on who's around you. Not always.
Can you tell me more who was there, if anybody?
I believe it was more fears at that time. Devil, spirits. You might be picking up negative spirits that are around you to make you believe these things are real, such as the devil and things like that.
Yes, I was seeing him a lot.
Oh. Yes, I believe it's spirits that are around you to play tricks on you. They do this all the time. Of course, with you, it's different than others.
Was the jinn related to it? I was doing some research on the jinn before I had participated in that act. So was I attracting the jinn?
If you were, I don't think it was a negative though.
And is there an actual thing as a positive jinn? Are there
Yes.
positive jinns?
Yes.
Okay.
There
Thank
are
you.
positive and there are negatives. Yes.
So I have passed the mic.
Yes.
Okay. I will show you a picture in a few seconds. I already show to Ivan today.
Yes, I think I'm aware of it.
The eyes, the dark background with the
Of that.
few square.
Yes, I must need. Yes, let me see that.
I think is this. Did you see it?
No.
I'm not sure if I press the right button.
No, just see white.
Okay, we'll try a few seconds. I think it's this one maybe. Now?
Yes.
Okay. I see last night is like I think it's an eyes, but I'm not sure what is it exactly.
Eyes. To me, it's a message.
Are you able to connect to this?
Oh, yes, this is what triggered this whole MIB situation. That is one of the messages. Yes, you can say there are many messages there. One of them that I am receiving. One moment. This is the light's beginning on your world. This is why you have a white object.
Mm-hmm.
And notice how it's surrounded by darkness. Because this is your control that is happening currently.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe this light will increase. And this control has to do much with the Men in Black, because that is their duty on this world, is to keep it sustained. They think it's best for your world. And they're doing you a favor, things of that sort. Which is total bullshit, but whatever.
Okay.
they know they're full of themselves, but I'm going for the negative ones, not the positive ones. Positive ones have been deeply controlled. They do have good hearts, but they cannot express themselves as they wish.
Okay. When when the things will change here, do they will be able to express more themselves?
Oh yes, yes. There's much pressure on them right now. This is why you feel a presence from them. Because they realize what is happening. Things are changing finally. They have always heard talk, but now talk is becoming action. It will be slow still. It will increase slowly. But they are aware that pressure's on them of keeping extraterrestrials from appearing. They've been doing this more often. More extraterrestrials wish to appear to you and those that they love, those that are awakened. Obviously, they will not show themselves to those that are not aware of this because they'll just scare the daylights out of them. They don't wish to do that. But they are aware, the MIB are well aware of those that wishing to, yes, this site to site. Interesting. Yes, the MIB wishes to come through. I realize that.
Yeah.
They have much to say
Mm-hmm.
about your ascension process. Of course, these are positive. These are not the negative ones.
Okay.
But they do get messages from the negative ones to give you an idea of their perspective. So do not think they're trying to rain on your parade or anything like that.
Okay.
But realize that you are going in the right direction and it's scaring the hell out of them.
Okay. I show another picture to
Yes.
Ivan, the light elephant with white skin. Do you need to see it, or
Yes.
is more just a word, like just pick an elephant random today?
Yes, please do, if you can.
Light elephant, I see in the night, white skin.
You seen this at night? Oh, how
In my
awesome.
head, yeah.
Yes, even so, that's still, they're making a connection with you. You are part of their collective, actually. This is another malevolent message that reinforcements are coming to this world to help with the awakening. Obviously, once again, I must say, because this is true, it will go slow. It has to. If it goes too fast, you'll all fly off the planet or things like that. It just causes chaos. You know how your third density is. For you, this in this group, anything can land and you'll be just loving it to death. But realize that you are not the majority at this time. If you're in the majority, it'd be different. You would be able to help those that do not understand, but that is not the case here. But yes, many messages will be coming. Elephant species, this is a different one that's been channeled through this conduit. This one, very friendly, not as advanced as the one that you channeled. This is a lower density, fourth density, but very, very, very friendly. Just, yes, a great sense of humor. They do have a presence here, but not a very large one. Yes, they would be an eye-opener when the time is right.
Okay. Thank you for the information. If you have a positive download you wish to share with me, I'm open to receive it.
If it's, I will do what I can.
Thank you very much, Zad.
Thank you.
Steven?
Hello, Zod.
Yes.
How are you?
I am fine.
Thank you. Much love. I was wondering if you had any messages for me at this moment, or any species wish to contact me. Any messages? Thank you.
Yeah. Is there a frog near you? Are you aware of this?
Yeah, Tyson the frog.
Yes. One moment. He shares his love with you. He is part of your ascension, your connection to others. He is part of this. As for details of that, there's much going around you, much angel energies. Archangel Gabriel has visited you often. They realize they're going through much change and challenges. They are interesting. There is a doorway of light coming to you. This could be knowledge, it could be fortune, a winning lottery ticket. I am unsure of what this is. But they say a doorway of light is coming in your direction.
All right, thank you for that. I'm opening that door.
Yes. I understand. It's fascinating. Yes, my time here would be short, so if there's nothing else, I will leave you be.
Hunter?
Yes, I was wondering if you could tell me if I had any Zeta gray DNA.
Yes, but a small percentage, around 2%.
And can I get more of that? Would it be suitable for me to have more of that?
Oh, yes. You must be careful with this infusion. I believe it's okay.
Okay.
If you have any negative repercussions, we will extract it.
All right, as long as it's put out there, because I wanted to make it known. So, thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Can you take this question, Azad? Or you can't take it right now? Oh, you can't hear me. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. The mic was off. Can you take a question right now, or your energy is draining?
No, I am fine, but if there's nothing else, I must go.
I've got a question.
Yes.
I was thinking about my mission regarding light workers like me and the rest of the group, or any other workers out there who's willing to awaken the sleeping people, or the unawakened ones rather. But we're facing this difficulty, especially me, from my background and all my nation. You get attacked by those people. Say, oh my God, they don't get us that easily. So what do you think shall we do? Like just sending love, or there's more to that? Sending love is not just enough as you presume. Sometimes you get into conflict out of nowhere. So I'd like to have a hint on something like that.
It's different for everyone. A snippet of information can never hurt. If you make your beliefs known, this is positive, this is helpful. They can at least take the information and grow with it and accept it or reject it. This is up to them. As for awakening, yes, it's hard to awaken. They must awaken on their own. This is their process. This is their individual growth. We cannot interfere with their decision making. I guess you could, but I don't think you'll get very far. Even if a ship lands, that would scare them half to death, and most of them would grab a gun, something like that. But not all. Some are easier to awaken than others. Some that are part of, as you say, part of the marijuana community, they are very open. Let's put it that way. They're open to everything. They see many things, and they wish to have answers to these things. But understand, around your Bible belts, this is very dangerous for us. And for information such as this. So it's belief systems. You will know when the time is right to speak your mind also, because you must protect yourself also. You cannot just start throwing your ideas out there, and because some might come back at you with a negative repercussion from this. So you just go by
Yeah,
your feeling. Yes.
I was just giving it some thought, and this thing came
Yes.
up to my mind. Yeah.
Yes. Just follow your instincts. What feels right. If you do this, you cannot go wrong. If you disobey it, then you might just follow your feelings. That's all we can say.
And do you have any word to tell me about my protection regarding my entities that are around me, who's helping me out in this mission?
I believe you're very protected. Do you realize there's a horse species by you?
What kind of a horse? I love horses. What kind of horse? Like a humanoid horse with a human body,
Yes.
unicorn-like, with wings? What kind of
Yes.
it? What kind?
Oh, yes. It's a regular. It's not a unicorn. Of course, unicorn is probably not. Hmm. I believe there is a unicorn presence, but the one that's speaking to me now is a regular humanoid horse,
Beautiful.
like your horses on your planet. But yes, this is a species carrying great knowledge, great
And the name
protection
for him?
knowledge.
Does he have a name?
I think you'd leave that for you to.
Figure it out in the future?
Yes, I think you can. I believe you're. I believe that's a possibility.
Beautiful. I love that. That's beautiful.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. We appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Thank you.
Take care of yourself. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. There's nothing else. Leave you all. Okay. Much love to all of you.
Thank you.
Be careful if you're double crossing governments. They are learning their lessons. They are. They think they can be in darkness all the time, and that's not always working out for them. They try to control the masses, and that's not working out for them either. Blessings to all.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Zach.
He left. Wait for the second entity.
Do not be afraid. Yes. I am Agent N with the Men in Black. Greetings. Wondering, yes. You're probably wondering why I am even here. What is the whole point of this visitation? Understand, yes, as Zeta was saying before, we gave them numbers, we don't give them names. You can call him Zeta 1147. We were told to do that because it's demeaning of them. But I am a positive MIB agent, but of course there's some things I might say that might not be so positive. But greetings to all of you, blessings to all. I come here with messages. Not all are going to be pleasant, but they're not going to be that bad either. This is sort of, you could say, an update of what is happening with us and you. MIB has been going through transitions, DNA infusions of our own, just like you're going through. We are Palladian, but we've also been playing with Arcturian DNA recently to heighten our senses. We cannot do Zeta DNA, that would just make... Yeah, we're not doing that. We are like, those who do not know, we are hybrid human beings, Palladian, more in looks. Many of us are white with no hair. I am white with no hair. I'm more of a white, pale white. Not too white, but pale as you can come to your skin type. My ears are smaller than yours. I have no hair. I do have a hat that we wear, sunglasses. Your Men in Black movie, that was an amusement on our part. Our Department of Defense wishes to put this information out. You call propaganda to let the sleeping world know that we are existence. It's sort of like laughing at society. And so your Jurassic Park is the same way. It's laughing at your society. When in truth it's all real. Even aliens. Now, of course, your alien films are not correct. Of course, they're more negative. This is just to bring fear and Hollywood doing their jazz. And it sells tickets. If you had aliens that were friendly, those, well, of course, that E.T., but that was a joke. That was kind of like an idiot version of Alien. These are the ones we deal with that are highly intelligent and more intelligent than us, which we would rather deal with the ET than deal with what we have to put up with. But yes, I am a benevolent. Of course, I might not sound benevolent, but I am. And my messages are many, such as you feel a presence because many of you have extraterrestrials talking to you, and so we must reinforce our efforts to make sure that they do not make a presence, a clear presence on your world. They can speak to you spiritually. We have no problem with that. But when they start showing up in their ships and want to go to Taco Bell, things like that, things of those order, that order, we got a problem with that. Yes, I understand this. There's Nordic aliens here. These are the positive ones. Funny, as you say. These are the ones giving us trouble because they're rattling the world's cage to let the world know that they exist. Of course, the government's wishes not for this to happen. This is beneficial to you, but not for us. Those agendas that we have to keep quiet in the world. So this is not helping our side at all. But as for what we are doing, we close the gap between your dimension and their dimensions. They cannot become that well known. But these are only to those that are not awake. Those that are awake can break through our forces easily. We can put a wall up, and those of your group and those that are spiritually awakened can break through anything we create, basically. So on a spiritual level. So if you wish to talk to an entity, you will find a way. Yes, your government. Of course, I cannot talk about the government. You can ask questions, and I can see if I can answer them.
Yes, Mr. Man in Black.
Yeah.
What is this conspiracy theory about you guys? Why are human beings are fearing you? There's something about you, Dwawi. I don't know what it is.
Oh, they should. Well, because they're supposed to be in fear, or
Why?
just to keep your world asleep, basically.
But you're a benevolent one. You're not a negative one.
Oh yes, but I am forced to. I am forced to be part of this group. I cannot leave. Let's put it that way.
Forced to be in a group of what? Benevolent group. Or,
More malevolent group.
oh my. But you
I am
sounded good.
malevolent, but I am
Yeah.
controlled by those that don't have you at their best interests.
What do you mean by saying benevolent? What you do? What do
Malevolent?
you're not helping in the ascension, all that stuff, or
No,
what?
not really.
No.
Mm-mm.
So you are with the government then.
Yes, of course.
So how are you holding the rod from the middle?
Yes, well, we have to do what we have to do, just like those that want to go to jobs that they wish to not have. We are allowed this communication to let you know that you are being watched. But I think that's pretty obvious to all of you. But you realize the reason for this communication is for me to be able to come through here is to just let you know that you are on the right track. I cannot help you. But I can give you information from the side that does not help you. Understand?
So we are on the right track, and you are against us, and yet you're with us at the same time.
Exactly.
My
You
goodness.
have that correct.
That's what I sensed. Yeah.
Yes. I tried
So
to. Yes, go ahead.
No. Finish off, please.
I think I lost my train of thought, so it's okay.
Okay. What I was trying to say, the people, when we say Men in Black, that means you are a group. And how are you picked up? How this group of yours has been formed from the first place? What's the agenda of it? Yeah.
That's very nice. That's excellent.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you for that. We are suppressors. We suppress the truth. Of course, a lot of us do not. My vision is that we shouldn't even be doing this, but I am under control. I was created, you could say, in a lab. So many of us.
How are you creating a lab?
It's hard to explain exactly how that occurred.
Cloning like.
Yes,
that's what I understand.
Advanced cloning. We do have a soul. I have a soul. It's something like that. I am not a robot, but I can be somewhat robot. I can be easily controlled by those that are controlling me. Only because if I don't do what they say, I go through great pain, and it's best not to do that. We are all very psychic. As for the MIB's inception, the energies of MIB have been in the galaxy for millions of years, actually. This world, it's hard to explain exactly. We are explorers, but we are not suppressors in the universe. But here we are. Here we were very intelligent. We were, you could say, pulled into this world. We were reptilian kind of master trickery went on. Let's put it this way, the reptilians felt that we would be much help on this world as your Area 51 occurred, and there was actually events before that. But your Roswell, Area 51, that's the story. When your Roswell occurred, we were actually activated before this because reptilians were well aware of this. And you could say they built us in many ways. They refined us, controlled us. We're very advanced across the universe, and here we are also, but here we are suppressed. We are suppressed suppressors. We are suppressed, but yet we suppress your group. your world, for that matter, to keep agendas on the right track, to keep the world without knowing that extraterrestrials do exist. We cannot catch all of them, but many that, let's put it this way, many reptilians that become aggressive in certain areas, that is where our presence is more known, because we must, as you say, black out memories, which we can do. Not always with a success rate. Your movies is, I wish it was that easy in that movie. We wish we had technology like that. Our technology is pretty good, but not 100%. We can erase a memory and then have it come back, unfortunately. So we have to go back and erase this person's memory again, or they go to the newspapers and tell people what they saw, at least they thought they saw, or things of that nature. We become more stronger with our control over this world, especially as things are going on right now. And our work's only going to get worse as your ascension process moves forward. As for your site-to-site situation, we were part of the suppression of that to keep that from happening. We were a big, what do you call? Yeah, suppressor is a good enough word. So we played a big role in stopping it. Yes, you understand your holographic situation. That is interesting, but yes, we have a way around that also.
So tell me, how shall we avoid you? The negative ones, of course.
The negative ones, if you do not have an alien sighting, you will not see more of them. If you do not have a sighting, you'd be fine. But usually it's one that is, MIBs work like this. If there's one like myself who wishes the people to be free but has to do a job, we're always partnered with one that makes sure the job is done. So, of course, we are not permitted to go around telling everybody aliens are alive. We are not permitted to do this. But some of us in my stature don't always do what we're told. As for suppression, like being aggressive with others, and we get punished for it, but not in a terrible way. But during your Eisenhower time period is really when we were really officially activated. We were actually before that. But during your Eisenhower time, we were activated officially. And we're everywhere across the world.
Thank you. Thank you for being honest to us. Thank you very much. And pass the mic for the rest of the group. Thank you.
Yes.
Hello, Agent N.
Yes.
How are you?
I am being watched, but I am fine. I am being supervised, but I am fine.
All right. Well, I heard I have some activity over here where I am. Could you just go into more info on that? And as to your grouping, could you tell how many people are actually in the agent? Like, is there Agent Z number 2, or just Agent A through Z? And has any of the agents gone rogue to better help the population and humanity to open the veil instead of close the veil?
Yes. I'll go backwards on it. Yes, that is true. I'll go backwards on your questions. That is true. Some have and been unsuccessful for the most part. Some not so much. Well, understand we can read each other's thoughts in many ways, so we know what's coming. So if someone's going to change, we kind of pick it up pretty fast. And so they get quieted pretty quickly. I mean, you can be like a love child and love humanity and all these things, but you must do your job. So you must leave that somewhere else and be a suppressor, be a asshole, as some would say. You must suppress the information. Mostly the extraterrestrials, I know you didn't ask this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Extraterrestrials that we're dealing with, mostly Zetas that are becoming more, these are actually friendly ones. They're becoming more seen. Their sightings have been known more. Some Palladians, but they know better. The Zetas don't really care anymore. They just do it. So that's where we have to show up, knock on people's doors, and tell them that you didn't see anything. Things of that sort. I do not believe much has been hitting the papers recently, but every once in a while something leaks out. But usually it's pretty quiet. Usually in areas where there's rural areas, where there's farms and all that, usually that's where the sightings are mostly occurring. And this is where we make our visits, if you're wondering where we are. This is across the world, of course. Oh, as for our naming system, we do have like Agent AA and Agent Triple A and Triple Z. We do have those. Sometimes we have numbers. A1, A2, so we go. There are many of us. There's not just the alphabet. There's, of course, when certain letters get retired, when an agent is either respected or not respected. When that's not doing what they're told, we usually retire that letter recently. This does not happen very often, but one that's not being cooperative, we don't want to leave that letter up, because then someone else will join, become that letter, and then do what he's told. And anyway, as for our presence around you, it is not me that's around you. There are agents around you, but you're probably unaware of it, because there's many species that are trying to contact you. There's also a bear species, which is kind of fascinating to us, one you have a past life connection with. But it's not me that's doing this. This is other agents. They're just keeping an eye on you. They're not showing up they're not across the street. I don't believe they are. But they are monitoring your habits. At least your extraterrestrial habits. So
am I really close as to meeting with any of these ETs physically? And is there any suppression of that? And has there been recently? And I understand that y'all's neuralizer is like a cube glass box that kind of comes up. It's a little bigger than the regular ones on movies. Is that true?
Yeah, it's a little bit more. It's not as flashy as that one in the movies. It's a little bit more. Depending on what you're looking at, how your perspective is, it's more high tech, but when you're dealing with the brain, it gets. Erasing one's brain is not as easy as you think. As for, yes, there was actually extraterrestrials trying to make contact with you. I cannot say who it was, but this is why you have a presence around you. You can say that, just like the movies, well, not like the movies, but it could make a good movie where you have extraterrestrial, you have many galactic friends, and many were trying to contact you. And let's put it this way: we showed up as an interference. We saw this coming and we interfered with it. So, if you're wondering why none of them contacting you, this is why.
So when does free will come into play? If I truly wish to see these beings and make physical contact, and it's not interfering anybody else's journey, or where does that come into play?
Understand this what they were trying to do was make themselves not exactly fully known, but known enough. Because like Takur, you know how you can see their presence, kind of. The ones that are trying to contact you are trying to really show themselves. like the Billy Meyer story, not exactly like that, but to make their presence more known.
Well, yeah, I wish to see them in full form, just like you as a human.
Well, they were trying to do that, and they've been stopped. As for when, that gets complicated. We have many. Let me see how I can word this. We have many controls over this world, such as. Let's see here. You know when a train comes by and you see these, when you see the, what do you call them, the gates coming down?
Yes.
That's kind of like what's around you right now. So no entry. It's around this world practically of
So you'll have some type of device, like a bubble or like a blockage type of tool.
something. Yeah, it's not interfering with you, but it's interfering with them making themselves known. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's blocking their visitation. So it's not interfering with your hair or whatever biological. It's not doing anything like that.
So am I able to remove these blockages so I can physically contact these beings?
It's unlikely right now, but in the future it will be lifted. But we must have. There's different factors that have to come through, but let's put it this way: someone in the government, obviously the shadow government or whatever you want to call it, they must give the okay for it. And they will, I believe so. If I give you any hope, they will, but no time soon.
Have I been neuralized before?
Um, I do not believe so, but you never know.
All right.
1 second. Do you ever felt you ever were?
Well, earlier in my childhood, I have a lot of blotches of my memory where I don't remember a lot. And when I was like in the foster homes and like the Masonic home and stuff, there's just a lot of my earlier childhood. Uh, don't remember a lot of it, so I'm not sure.
They're possible. If that wasn't us, I don't think it was, but you might have had some extraterrestrials that gave you infusions for you to forget. So I don't believe it was us, though. That would do anything like that.
All right. Well, I sure wish I could physically meet these beings, man. I wish whoever's your hierarchy, whoever
Yeah.
you answer to, just put the word out that I am ready, and eventually I will access my abilities and raise my abilities to where I no longer have to be conditioned and suppressed by energies who don't want to, help our ascend our world, fully as humanity.
Yes.
Thank you, much love.
Yes, it is. You have been heard, definitely.
Hi, hi, Gentlemen.
Yes.
It's Mark. Nice to meet you tonight.
Listen.
At start, I just wish to send you light and love, and wish you to have more free liberty to express your positive side as soon as possible. I have a few questions from people outside.
Sure.
Few one from TDEP 1962. He wished to know if he have any connection with the MIB.
Yes. I believe connection-wise, I believe he was one of us at one time. Maybe not in this world, but somewhere else.
Okay. His second one was, I see alien ship almost every night. Can you tell me what interests they have?
This is the same person?
Yeah.
Might not have wanted to tell me that, but I think we're aware of it. This is friendly Palladian. Octurians, they know better than this, but I guess there's safe zones where they're allowed to fly their ships. They figure that no one's going to realize that they're aliens, so they can just fly around, do whatever they want. Break the rules. They're not necessarily breaking the rules. This is kind of like, this is not something that we want, but anyway, there's another word for it, but anyway. As for why they're seeing this, trying to wake them up to their galactic families.
Okay, and still the same person.
Yes.
The last one was when I tried to astral project, I felt significant vibration. all over my body. Can you tell me some detail about this?
What was he trying to do? What was this?
Astral projection.
Hydro project?
Yeah,
He felt really positive with it,
I
but
feel significant vibration in the body.
am I hearing this right? A positive vibration, right? Or is it?
I think probably, yeah.
Oh, astral projection. Let's see here. He has connections with the Pleiadians, so I think that's where he was headed, to the Pleiades, some area there. There is Lyran activity around him, or he or she, whoever this is. There's Lyran activity. I think they're assisting with their astral projection.
Okay. One from inside this angle from Ollie McCogley. I wish to know when will I see another ship and who will be there?
You're asking me? Well, from the MIB collective, we wish you not to see any more ships. At least that's what they say. As for when, I don't know. They're not going to. The last person they're going to tell is us. I might be the wrong person to ask that. If there's any MIB questions,
Okay.
if there's not, then I probably said enough.
Okay, a few one. One from Baby Moma.
Yes.
Yeah, she have two questions. The first one is, how do you suggest a rid of victim mentality?
Interesting. I would think you would ask. You might want to ask somebody else that, because with me, yeah, because I'm the wrong one to ask. Because Benny and our collective don't have a problem with this.
Yeah, your tool was not the same.
Yeah, this. Yeah, I believe another one's going to come through here for these type of questions.
Okay, I will wait for their question.
Yes.
And I will just ask maybe short answer from you for what what the main role in short sentence of the MIB, just to explain people in short.
Oh, a short sentence of what the MIB is?
Yeah, the main role of my Men in Black. Yeah.
Suppressing the human race from extraterrestrials. The information. Suppressing the world about the information about extraterrestrials.
Okay. And what's the main capacity of the Men in Black agent?
The
Capacity or tool they
tool.
can use. Capacity.
Oh, we can go in 4D. Those have been speaking about us. They realize they can see us 1 second and not see us another. Because we can come and go as we wish. We have technologies for this. Reptilian technologies to help us with this. We used to have Zeta Gray technologies, but they've been tampering with it in a way where it works the opposite way it's supposed to.
Okay. And you work fully under control of government, or?
Yes. Under shadow government, there's a name for it, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. Also, some of us are controlled under reptilians and the elites of your world. So there's different fractions of MIB.
You born as agent, or you
Yes.
choose to be agent?
I was born, but many, not very often anymore, have they chosen. Some are. Usually we're born. If we grab agents, usually from other galaxies recently.
And you cannot leave. You die as agent.
We're not like the movie where it's a happy ending. No, we don't. Yeah, so pretty much you die as an agent.
Okay.
Yes, you're easily. You don't want to know.
So your position was not necessarily better than us
Yeah,
when
you're
you.
right. Yes, you're correct. I'm no better. I am in some ways worse situation.
Yeah, because you see much more thing.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I will pass the mic.
Hello there.
No,
I have two quick questions. Are you controlled by reptilians by any chance? You personally?
I'm not. No, but there are others that are. I mean,
My,
technically, reptilians are running black projects. Not entirely. Not personally. No.
and my second one is you said earlier that that pain can be inflicted on you if you step out of line, maybe.
Yes. Correct.
Isn't that a form of torture?
Yes.
So I think don't you think there's something wrong there?
Oh, there's something very wrong there, but I still cannot leave. I am permitted for this information, just so you know more about us, to realize that we're not all, well, we are suppressors, but to give you information, because you're mature enough to
Because
hear
if someone,
this.
no, I'm just saying, if someone were torturing me in that way, I wouldn't stand for it.
That is true, but we don't stand for it either, but then we get hit with something else.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Hello, this is Tumatu. Just want to say thanks for being here. Send my love and light to you.
Thank you. Doing my best.
My question is about a year ago, before my vibrations were lifted, I got an attack at night where my ankle was pretty messed up. I couldn't walk on it, and I was told it was a darker entity. I was wondering if you could tell me anything about that.
There's a good chance of that. Entities of, you can say that this entity, I do not believe it's reptilian, but they're all for that though. They don't have a problem with that. Whoever this entity was, I'm not connecting who exactly what this is. It was like they absorbed their energy into your foot, so you cannot walk
Mm-hmm.
because you had weakness at that time. So they sort of entered your body in some ways, in that way, to just harass you. That's all. I do not believe it's there anymore, but I don't believe it was there for very long either. Or for, did you have this for a long time?
No, it's really strange to wake up and know that
Yeah.
in your sleep something happened to your ankle.
Yes, you were weak at that time. I don't believe this will ever happen again. But at that time, they were antagonizing you, and they saw you were vulnerable, and they were. You can almost say this is almost close to being possessed, and slightly. This is like a very small manner, but you understand this is how they operate.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you kind of an idea of how that works.
So, do you have any advice for any others that have lower vibrations at this time, maybe new watching this video?
It is hard because many are drinking. Well, I can say to their loved ones because those are doing these things that are drinking a lot, on drugs, lost. They do not want to hear anything. But those loved ones, if they hear anything, you send love to that one that is confused. Pray for them. Send them unconditional white light around them. You know, it's hard to say exactly how they can help, but if you see, open your third eye to negative entities if you are capable of this and willing to do this, and you can clear them. You can clear out dark entities around those that you care about. So it is capable. There are ways of doing this, but not everyone understands the tools of how to do it. Hopefully that is sufficient.
That's great. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Dear Mr. Men in Black,
Yes.
you are saying that you have an edge of erasing human brains if you don't want them to remember anything. I remember this thing when people go to the moon and come back, they got their brains erased. So how do you do that?
Oh, some do. Not all. Some that might become a problem are erased. It's kind of like your movie. I can't go into details exactly how we do this, but it is a Palladian type of technology that we re-engineered where we can erase the neurons of your brain packages within your mind. So we're not erasing your whole mind, but just certain events. Your galactic friends do this a lot. When you astral travel, they erase your mind. But here in the physical, it's a little bit more difficult for us because we have to use technology and you're awake. And even when you're asleep, we don't always have. Sometimes we have the advantage of that, sometimes we don't. It's a little bit different.
But we're protected, remember?
Yes, but that doesn't mean yes. That can be you can be easily unprotected too.
Really? You've got our
Of
guides or
course.
our crew of entities about us, and how can you do that?
Yes, it's just the way we have our ways.
Oh my goodness. Now you're a benevolent one. I know that. Just stick
Yes.
to that. Okay.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is you're giving us some info about this inside info about you guys. So aren't you gonna be affected for this info?
No, because I'm allowed to. My superiors are allowing this information to come
Ah,
out.
there's great. Great. There's an edge there, a benevolent
Yes.
edge of you guys. Thank
Yes.
you very much. Well, appreciate that's all that I've got today. Thank you. Love and light to you.
Yes. Thank you.
Agent N.
Yes.
I just got a couple more questions. Uh, of course, you're a hybrid like me or like all of us. When it comes to like, have y'all ever been able to retire, or like has there been like a lot of rogue agents created a new faction of the MIB who is doing the opposite of this?
They are unsuccessful, but yeah, you are correct. But they are they exist, but they are unsuccessful at this time. They they're being dealt with,
All right.
but yes, it's kind of hard to. It's complicated.
So what kind of vehicles y'all drive, man? I know y'all you almost were able to say last time, but y'all drive like the old time. Because I remember I had a dream of y'all, and y'all were driving like these little like mailman little SUVs, little cars, and you swooped around and asked me, and I tried to get your help. Is that kind of similar to what y'all drive?
Some do. Your Pontiac cars, we drive those. Black, of course. A lot of old-fashioned cars we drive. We go unnoticed, of course. But of course, if anyone sees a Men in Black drive by, we drive around in different densities. So,
What's your
so
highest you can go?
at this point, fourth density, fifth is not permitted at this point.
But there,
Fourth is enough.
but there is ones that can go in
Yeah,
fifth.
correct. Yes.
All right. Well, and I saw a video of where this car was being chased, and he actually teleported or shifted in the fence and just shifted dimensions or whatever right through a fence. Do you know anything about that?
Of course.
Was that y'all?
Could be. I cannot be sure. It's the same thing that we do. So it's very similar.
Is there like a on this 4D, the fourth dimensional Earth? Do y'all have like highways and stuff that y'all are certain pathways that y'all travel to that are less, less traveled 4D entities?
Yes, you can say it's like another version of Earth. It's a 4D version. It's our version of it. where there are empty highways where we can travel. There are several Earths, and we can choose one that's where we can travel unknown. So it's yes, there is usually there's empty highways. So
Right. There's not many that are on that have
exactly.
access that ability, right?
Yes.
So if do you ever get free time or able to do what you want to do opposed from working all the time?
Yes, get to play cards, get to dabble with what you call underworld pornography. So yes, so we have certain things we can dabble with. So if you asked it, I told
Hey,
yes.
it's no shame in that. We're all open.
Things of that order. We do have women at times, but they don't get along with us because you can say we're kind of drugged up in some ways. So we're hyped up for many reasons. So we don't live a normal life. Your movie is very similar in that regard. So there are similarities to an extent. That we have no life, and that is true.
All right, thank you.
Hello again.
Yes.
I was just wondering, do I have any connection to the Men in Black?
Not at this time. I do not see one. Another lifetime, possibly. But right now, no.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, still Mark.
Yes.
I don't know if your superior will authorize you to re-answer to this question. Do you see one day Men in Black be more free and have, in some way, have full free will to do what they wish without being controlled by anyone?
On this world, yes, but no time soon. We're oh. Well, of course, my superior says unlikely, but
Do your superior was positive or?
realistic is the word he wants to go by.
Okay. And do you wish do we talk to you?
What do you mean? Talk to me like in?
No, I just see you turn your head. I'm just not
Oh
sure
no.
if your superior talk to you. Um, One question. Yeah, do you wish use this short moment live on and tell to the world, all the world, you love your wife and will be around in next 30 days?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yes. Oh. Yeah, yes, I cannot put private information out like that.
Okay,
That's
thanks,
true.
Agent M.
There's
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Oh
continue.
yeah, I might have to exit soon, or very. If there's no more questions, I'm gonna have to.
I do. Don't go away before I ask this question because it just popped in my mind right away.
Yes.
You have a hand, you group the Men in Black in general. Do they have the negative ones, of course? Do they have a hand in every nation? Like in
Uh,
Arabia and the
we
Middle
make
East?
ourselves known. Yes, technically yes, but we don't have a huge presence. But we show up when we need to show up and do our thing.
And your name changes wherever you go. Like in the Middle East, you have a different name, right?
Now, yes,
Like what? Like
we
Daesh?
can.
Like there's a name that's coming up in the Arab world. It's called Daesh. I don't know.
Is that
You
how they
ever?
identify us? They identify us with that name.
I'm not sure if that is you guys. I'm not sure.
It's we can go by different names. That is correct if we
Yeah.
need to, but usually no.
So
Public
you. Mhm.
interacting with the public, we have to give them
Really buffed up.
Another name.
Who's this? Wow. Okay. Yeah. Finish off, please. Sorry about that.
No, I have nothing else. That's just, we do have other names that we use.
You everywhere, that is. In every part of in any continent. Yeah.
We can. We're not present everywhere, but we can make our presence pretty quick.
Yes, I understand now. Okay, thanks a lot for coming, and well appreciated, D1, and love and light, of course.
Anyone else before I go?
Just, do I made any form of relation with your MIB or for some reason? Do I made any form of contact with your collective?
Oh, do you make any contact with us? We are monitoring your activities.
Okay.
We're looking for it.
Okay, I wish you have nice holidays when you have it.
Thank you.
I have a quick question, if that's okay.
Yes, real quick.
Do you know who the next president of America is going to be? Jeb Bush or Hillary Clinton?
That is an excellent question. I am not permitted to say anything. I can say something about your Barack Obama. We were allowed. We were at times allowed to. We blanked out his mind several times of extraterrestrials, Lyrans. He's seen Lyrans. He's seen reptilians. Sometimes it got too intense where he couldn't handle it, so he had to wipe his brain of that information. But we did not wipe everything. As for those right now, who's going to win? Hillary. She is. I doubt it. She has too much in her closet. Too many skeletons in her closet. I believe it'll be at this time. I believe it would be a Republican win. That's first, but I can't be officially assured of that. Jeb Bush, doubt it. But Hillary has a lot of skeletons in her closet, so the likelihood of her winning is in the single digits at this time. And that is all I have.
Okay, thank you.
Greetings for all of you.
Come by whenever have a message for us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, go take a beer now.
Yes.
With a porn magazine.
I forgot my water too.
Oh.
I'll have to go get it.
Grab it.
Yeah, you guys can talk about the porno Men in Black. Okay, I'll be back.
Welcome back.
Very interesting.
That was good. Thanks, Mark.
Your call is important for us.
Okay, I'm back. My ear is back on.
Well,
You haven't sensed anything while he was here, this guy?
Yeah.
You did. Good.
Oh, yeah.
He was a benevolent,
He was benevolent, but yeah, it was.
and I was really concerned about his well-being, and he said it's okay about it. There's no problem with him.
Yeah, this is like the third time I've channeled him, so it's.
So it's a friendly one. Great.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So who's out in the atmosphere, Mr. Ivan?
Who is it? Oh, who's next?
Yeah.
So we'll see who's next.
Okay. Open for the vague.
I hear interference here. It's hard for me to connect. Thank you. I cannot hear myself think. Whoa. Oh, one moment. Still connecting. It's been a while since I've been here. I am Redmond, a Sirian from Sirius B. Greetings to all of you. Much love, much angel energies and affections of beauty. What you are going through is quite wondrous. Our perspective. Sirius B is congratulations to all of you in your ascension process. We are just inspired by you in your movements through this world of difficulty. We understand it's easy on this world to create obstacles, but also to overcome them. I believe you are overcoming them. Many of you. Of course, that's not easy, but I come here as a messenger of goodwill with your world. Yes, there's many species that are surrounding your world at this time. Your graphic near is at a high flux of ingenuity of building a new world for your world. Communication seems to be the one that they're working on the most. To help them communicate, help them help you. That is the reason for it. But you already know this. I see it's going in a positive direction, and I see there were negative beings trying to take them down, but they are unsuccessful. As for your world collective, of course, much of it is still asleep, but you see that changing over time, slowly, of course. And understand this, which is something you probably already know or are very aware of. Your celebrities, those of sports and of movies, theater, things of those entertainment fields. Now you understand why they're paid all this money. They are paid all this money to keep your world out of sync with spirituality and where your world is supposed to ascend to. Your world is deliberately being controlled, but that is not news. But these actors, they're taught, these films are told to, this is how it is, get used to it. The harder your life is, the better, which is true. But they do not have a solution or two that you can create your reality. There's nothing like that, which is a shame. You can create your realities, you can maneuver away from objects that are negative and go into a positive timeline easily. And yes, as that Men in Black said, it is true that those are protected, they can outmaneuver that only by manipulation, though. Meaning that you get compromised into going into a timeline where you can be interfered with. So this is how tricky they can be. But of course, you can always move out of that timeline, but this is how sophisticated they are. So I've come here to answer questions and to say blessings to all. So,
Hello, Raymond.
yes.
Yes, I was just wondering, does any of the Sirians have any messages for me?
They have many, but they cannot go public with this. But this is not anything that is you need to know right away. You have many Syrians around you currently, and as that MIB agent was saying, that you have many species that wishes to appear to you, and Syrians are one of them. But
Yeah,
yes,
go ahead.
it would be better at a later time. Right now, there's too much conflict. It is best to keep the peace, as your world says.
I got you. And when it comes to a movie I just watched, it's called the new Area 51, where a couple people end up breaking into the Area 51 side and go down really far and stuff. Is there any truth to that? Has there anybody that's actually broken into the Area 51 and found these different aliens and stuff that are living, are being quarantined in that area?
Yes and no. Yes, there have been some with clearance that have gone into areas where they were not permitted and saw things they were not supposed to see. So in that regard, that is correct. But as a normal Joe breaking in, that is unlikely. But those with government clearance, a part of that facility, sometimes get nosy and go into things that are not permitted and where the security was relaxed. So that is, yes, in that regard, yes.
Has there ever been a ET species or alien that's actually escaped from Area 51?
It's not necessarily a jail, so yes. They can leave and go as they permitted. Those days of, yes. They're not there as a jail. There are other places where there is a thing like this, but not there.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Hello, my name's Sean. I just want to send you much love and thank you for coming today. I have a few questions for you. I was curious how many species live on the planets that are going around Sirius B?
How many species? Oh, several. Just at this time, there's malevolent reptilians. How many? There are several types, different types of humanoids. The reptilians are the new ones around our world. Malevolent, of course, but they are quite curious. But there are several. Zeta Greys. If you can imagine it, we have it.
Another question. We know about Sirius A and Sirius B, but I heard there's a Sirius C. Is this true?
C is a youngster right now. It is a child planet. But yes, it is not as advanced as B or A, but C is in its growth phase right now.
Was it true about the Dogons and the Nomads that a group from Sirius B came down, an amphibious group came down and shared information with the people of the Dogon tribe in Africa?
As far as yes, I believe so. That is correct.
Are you part of that species?
I am not, no. But I am well aware of them. Yes.
Can you please tell us some information about that species?
Oh, that's one moment. They are wanderers, but also they see that the control of your world was unfriendly. They wish to bring it much information to release it from its control, to make it more aware of what is of its surroundings, to bring peace to your planet, to bring it into spirituality, which they did to some degree by doing so. Yes, go ahead.
One last question. Is there any water worlds or a world where there's like 90% water and 10% land going around Sirius B?
Yes. Yes. Not as harsh as your worlds are, but yes, they do exist. They are lovely places. They're not complicated like this world. But they do have many challenges of their own, of course. But they are quite fascinating, to say the least. Yes, your dolphins are part of that world. Whales also. It's a lovely place. I don't have the name of it at this time, but Water World should suffice.
Okay, thank you very much, love.
Hello,
Yes.
Redman. Nice to meet you. This is Shin. About 10 days ago, I had a dream in which where I see this guy in my dream, and I was talking. I don't know this guy, but I was talking to him, and I think I got download or something, and had a word came to me, and it was Sirius B, and I also had an image of constellations of Sirius, I think. And after that, I kind of astral projected, but I don't remember much after that. And I've told that I have connection with like Pleiades or Arcturian and stuff, but never thought of a Sirius being. So do you have any comment on that connection or my dream?
Yes, these are beings that are contacting you to let you know that you are a part of them also. There's so many species that you are connected to. You're all connected to so many. To keep track of all those will take. It will be a very long time for that. But yes, for Sirius, yes, these beings were just to make you well known. I believe they're part of. Oh, part of the Dolphin Collective also. So they are just here to give you blessings. That's all. Positive messages. That's all.
Is that connected to like I swim very well? I mean, like I can swim very much. Like, is that some kind of connection to the dolphin? Maybe? No.
Probably. Yes, I think
Probably.
so. I think so. Yes.
Okay, and I'm also trying to open my third eye chakra or a pineal gland, or I'm working on my chakras, but do you see any advice or what I can do to improve my what is it? Psychic energy?
One moment. Do you do meditations at all?
Yes, I do. I try very hard, but
I would cleanse your chakras. You could do this. You cleanse them with white light. Also, moonlight, sunlight is helpful. The moon aura of the moonlight of Sirius will help.
Okay.
To cleanse your chakras of white light, white energies, each of them.
That's like how intentionally.
Yes.
Okay.
This is one way to open up your third eye.
Okay. And
And meditation with others helps also.
I see. Do you have any comment or advice for my healing or channeling ability?
Is channeling something you've attempted recently?
I've not attempted, but I think I will be later on, but I'm more into healing right now, but
Yes, I feel healing is the direction. Yes, I was going to say this. Healing is the direction you really want to concentrate on right now.
Yep.
Follow your heart.
Okay.
If this is what resonates with you, I believe your powers, you're more than capable of healing, but I believe you can increase these energies to better interact with others.
Okay, cool.
So, of course, meditation helps, group meditation helps. There's many guides from Sirius B will give you guidance also. I believe there's a chance you might feel their presence around you to help you with your gifts.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Hi, thanks. Good question. Hi, Redman.
Hello.
It's Mark. You have 2 questions for me and few questions for people outside. For outside, it will take around 10 minutes for them.
Yes, that's okay.
If you need cookies and milk, it's time to get picked up.
Thank you for that.
Okay. The first one for me is, can you ask to unknown entity around if they wish to be much more known today?
Well, obvious. That is very strange. There is an activity here. What I am receiving is not just obviously you just channeled a one positive Zeta Gray, but now there's a collective of positive Zetas that wish to be known.
Are they the one which sent me the purple moon picture?
Probably. Yes, I think so. Yes. They want to just make sure that you know that it is not just one that's channeled through here that is positive. There are several. So this is like a collective now. So you will realize they are, of course, they are not the most popular on your world because of the abduction programs, but many are positive and have repaired much of the damage, not all, but of what has happened in the past.
Okay, they are the one which separate the both side of your our brain?
Yes.
Okay. Do they have much thing to send?
They have more, but I believe they will come at a different time.
Okay, thank you. Thanks them for that.
Yes, it's like the Zeta Collective. Just like your council, your Orion Council, Andromeda Council, your Zeta Reticuli Council. Such as, I believe they have a king part of, or a figurehead. I don't think king is a good word for it, but a ruler of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe this is the one that wishes to come to you at a winter time.
Okay.
That's what's happening.
Thanks the leader for
yes
initiative.
Awesome.
And do you have any message for me from guide or yourself or friend or?
Well, other than you have a connection with Sirius, are you aware of this?
I think you mentioned long time ago.
Yes, during the Dolphin Collective, you are well known within that.
No, I never hear about dolphin.
Yes, dolphins. Definitely dolphins. This is new. This is very real. Within their dolphin, we have a dolphin planet that is filled with imagination, also with mermaids, mermen, part of this world. So we have your connection is more of humanoid, but you did have a connection with our planet, though.
Okay. I will probably receive more information later.
Yes, I believe
okay.
So.
Thank you very much to them, and I will move to public question.
Yes, please.
Okay, I will ask the question from Baby Moma. She has 2 questions. The first one is, how do you suggest I rid of victim mentality?
Well, how to rid of the victim mentality. This is hard to overcome because your world is taught to be victims. Many of you are taught as a child that you are victims. Even your media still repeats this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're always being hit with this constantly through all these different levels. It's through teachers. Oh, I feel sorry for them. It sucks to be you. These type of words are just
Yeah.
nonsense.
Okay.
Yes. So how to escape from this is to remove this. It's discipline within yourself. It is discipline to say you are not a victim. I wouldn't tell yourself I will not be a victim anymore. I will not be part of this. I will not. You have to move yourself to another timeline, basically, more positive timeline, where you can say, I am not a victim. I will not be victimized anymore. I am living this. These are lessons I am learning. I am not being victimized. Something along those lines.
Okay. Thank you. His second question is, why am I afraid of the dark?
Most of that has to do with the past lives. I believe on this world, many negativities during your Middle Ages, Renaissance periods. I believe it's a collection of different lifetimes that have all come together. And also, I believe you're feeling when you're like empathic, so you're feeling the darkness that is around at night. You're very sensitive to these energies, so you can cleanse yourself with positive white light. Envision yourself surrounded by white light to interfere with this method of information.
Okay. A few questions from Curly Winfrey. The first one is, do I have more than 2 hybrid kids? Which race? And am I gone seen them physically on Earth in 3D?
Yes, you have hybrid children. Both are wearing, as far as I can tell. And you might have a Zeta hybrid child also. She might not be too happy about it. But that
Okay.
should
Do she will see them in 3D?
see them in 3D, unlikely at this time, but in spiritual form, yes. When the
Okay.
time is right. Yes.
Is next question still from Curly Winfrey is, and what is the name of his guardian angel?
What is the name of her guardian angel? Or
Yeah,
what?
for Winfrey, Curly Winfrey. For
Well, guardian angel, Archangel Michael. As for an individual angel, like, oh, I see Archangel Michael around her all the time, so
okay,
let's just go with that.
okay. If you have more question, I will ask the question of single question of other people. If I still have time, I will come back to her. From Marina Rodri 1, the question is, do you see my brother Mike's getting married?
No time soon, it seems.
Okay.
Future possible.
Okay.
Unlikely anytime soon. That's all I have for that.
Okay. One question from Aaron 13. Can you speak about the scalar wave and the effect of a Schumann generator?
I'm not sure what that is exactly.
I don't know too what is this. Do you know what is a scalar wave?
Scalar wave. Oh. He was asking what it was, or what?
What is talk about that and what the effect could have a scalar wave?
What is the effect of a scalar wave?
Yeah.
A moment. I have to connect with it. I can only download. We can only download so much into these channels, so we do not have access to ourselves. Let's put it
Do
that
your
way.
best. Do your best.
This is a wave of energy to lift your planet into 4D. It is an angelic wave of information. You can say others might have a different definition of this because we have different words for your words, so that's why it's hard to connect also to what exactly you're speaking about. But what you're speaking about is a wave on 4D.
Okay.
Others might have another thought. Anyway,
Do you have any information about the Schumann generator?
No, I need more information.
Okay. One from Symmetry. The question is, do I have any connection to the Grays?
What was his name again? Sirian?
Symmetry.
Symmetry?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so. Positive lifetimes and also a lifetime during their. If I believe I'm reading this correctly, during their abduction program, I believe he had a lifetime during that. Not to say that he was abducted, but he had a lifetime during that time when they were doing this.
Okay. His second question from Symmetry was, what does it mean to have 100% fully active human brain?
What does it mean?
To have 100% fully active human brain.
I believe they have a movie of this that is out. Your Scarlett Johansson film of be able to do all these things very quickly. Yes. That is pretty much, yes. That is pretty much what. That is a close enough.
Okay. And what is his last question from Symmetry is how much of your brain is active?
My brain or your brain?
You said you talk about your brain to you.
My brain's 100% active, of course.
Okay. You are a boy?
Yes.
Okay.
Redmond? Yes.
One question from TDA EP 1962. Do my Zeta Gray friend have any message for me?
That they are monitoring with love, of course, not with negativity. They try to be inspiring, not to interfere, but they interact with this person's psychic abilities at times. That's what they say. They have a positive interaction with it, like tuning of psychic abilities.
Okay, you have a second question from TADMEP 1962. The question is, do I have any connection with Noah? I have a crush on her.
Who is this?
Who's this?
TADMEP 1962.
My goodness.
I don't have any comment on that.
Okay. I will watch more higher.
That is not my range of expertise right now.
Give me 1 second.
But he asked if he had a connection with her, correct? Or some sort of?
I don't know. Okay, I would come back to Curly Winfrey for few questions she still have. One is I am waiting for the Pleiadian to visit me physically, but when?
What was the name on this?
Curly Winfrey.
When? They are. Of course, I might need more information from this person, but they are around, but they have not left. We just have had. They are around, but they just haven't had a whole lot of contact recently.
Okay.
And it's up in the air right now.
Okay. Another one still from Charlie Winfrey. Do you have any message for me about my future connection and my future mission with you guys?
And this is Curly still? Or is this
Yeah, still from Curly Winfrey.
Future with Sirians? Yes. Past life with Sirius? I believe so also. Yes.
Okay, and she invite you to come visit her and
Yes.
send
I
her
will.
positive download and
I will do so. Yes.
eat cookies and take tea. Okay,
Yes. This is
Finish your
thank you very
cookies now?
much.
yes.
Thank you very much for
Yes.
answer.
This is a
Thanks.
beautiful soul. Yes.
Your name is Redman again, right?
Yes. Correct.
Okay, because I confused from the other Redman. All right. Welcome to Planet Earth, of course. What's my connection with you guys? Seriously, dolphin is it? Connection? Something?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
So do you have any messages for me regarding the messages from the dolphins?
As for a there is a message, but not at this time. There
Because
is.
I'm carrying jewelry of dolphins. I love dolphins like anything. I know I haven't met one in person. I want to so much. I hope it happens soon.
Yes, I believe
Okay.
it will. Yes.
Okay,
And
good.
as for others being called, I believe I'm the only one called Redmond, but there are others called Raymond. So there is a
Raymond. Okay.
yes.
All right, dear one. The other question that popped in my mind yesterday, we're talking about the Jurassic Park entities, the actual one. Okay, the
Yes.
real one. Is it on a 3D level or a 4D level, and whether they are benevolent or not? This is the question.
I believe they are in 3D. Yes. There are some in
Where?
4D. Where?
What area? Where? Yes.
It's in one of your oceans. I cannot go into. I'm not even sure where it is. Most
Excluded, away from.
likely, Pacific Ocean, most likely place 4.
But they're excluded. They're away from
Yes.
everybody.
Yes. The
Okay,
chances of
got
it
it.
being found is unlikely.
Unlikely. And
Yes.
they never be found, or nobody will find them. No.
At this time, no.
Uh-huh.
Future, you never know. Future, very likely. Right now, unlikely.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Okay. And you in person, do you have any message for me regarding anything? Regarding my ascension? Anything to be cautious of? Regarding my chakras? Whatever you want to tell me. Anything about my aura?
At times, your higher self seems to be worried about your health at times.
Regarding what? I'm very health conscious, by the way.
I have no information on this, just that mental health is sometimes a worry for times.
Am I going to communicate with my higher self or be aligned with him in a verbal way or in a mental way? How
I
is it?
believe mental.
Okay. I'll hear a voice.
Yes, I believe so, or feel a download.
Beautiful. Lovely. I love that message. Thank you very much and
Yes.
well appreciated, and love and light
Welcome.
to you all. Thank you.
Much love to you.
Merci.
Yes.
Hello, this is Brother Tamatu. It's a pleasure to speak with you.
Hello, Tamatu. Greetings.
I first have a question. Do you have any messages for Carissa?
Oh, yes. One moment. Only message, it just seems that feels that all is going fine as for spirituality. She is on the right track. There are loved ones around her that is much appreciated because of her love. So her direction is much appreciated. Her direction, I feel, from those that say they always use the word appreciation because if she's doing things that are she's going beyond what is expected of her. So there's much appreciation from her guides, from her angels, and much love. Well, that is what I have for that.
Thank you. My second question is just yesterday I found out that my father was taken to the hospital. They said it wasn't a stroke, but it looks like they're releasing him without even finding out what happened. I was wondering if you could maybe inform me a little bit about that.
Did they not know what happened to him? They don't know anything currently?
No.
I don't even believe they know what happened to him. That's what seems to be the story on that. As for what it was, is unknown at this time around my area. It was what kind of? It was like a stroke-like symptoms, or
Yeah,
breathing?
he was really dizzy and didn't know where he was.
Yes, I understand. There was a blood blockage, I believe, within the brain. That is what I see. So you might want to get a second opinion.
Thank you so much. And my last question is about a maybe like 2 months ago. I was speaking light language, and it got transcribed to me, and it said the site at the tomb of Osiris on the day of your birthday, the central Sirius sun, when the planets align with Orion. That is the star. There you will find the Stargate at which you belong. I was wondering if you could maybe tell me any information on that. Do I need to go literally, or will that be in my dream time?
That'll be in your dream time. Yes. Or astral travel. Yes. Dream time, astral travel. Yes. Very fascinating. For you to be receiving this type of information is fascinating. To give you this type of information it is rare. It is not impossible, but not we do not hear of this often. Interesting.
And do you have any information on the Stargate, or what that necessarily entails?
Yes, it is part of your origin. Your origins. There's many mysteries there that the species there, which is not to make this known at this time.
Thank you. It's greatly appreciated.
Yes, you're welcome.
Namaste.
Is there anything else? Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
Hey, I was wondering, I've always felt a strong connection to water, and I was wondering if I've had multiple lives in water, close to your area or just anywhere.
Yes, during many lifetimes, Alpha Centaurian, lifetimes as a reptilian, lifetimes, but not always as a reptilian, but Alpha Centaurian, lifetimes you were Humanoid, not reptilian. Amphibian, yes, kind of. There's another word for it, but yes, you have many lifetimes within water, underwater, ships underwater, things of that nature. Cities underwater you're a part of, so yes. You have a deep history, no doubt.
All right. Thank you. Um, I had another question. I can't remember. All right. Thanks.
Yes.
Hello there.
Yes.
I've been watching near-death experiences on YouTube, and some accounts have said that they they've actually spoken to God, and then they've been returned. I'm just wondering, what is your take on God, and have you spoken to God directly?
Well, we are no different than you are. We speak to God just as the same as you. We feel the essence of God. We feel the spirit of God. It was within us. Of course, they see us as God-like, especially in your dimension, but we are not God-like in any way. But yes.
Yeah, I understand that we've all got a part of God in us, um, the loving essence, if you will. But the people who've had the near-death experience, they've actually said that they've spoken with God. If, so does that make him separate, or
In our perspective, you are all speaking with God all the time. So you do not have to go to the other side to speak to God. So do not think they are any different than you are. You must look at it in that direction. Never think they're better than you. That you cannot talk to God, which you can. You can always talk to God.
no, I don't think they're better than me. I just find it interesting that the people that
Yes.
have had the near-death experiences, they come back saying, "Oh, I spoke with God. He said this, he said that," and then they get returned back to their body. That's what I find
I
interesting.
understand. But yes, you can do the same things.
Yeah.
You might not always understand it, but you can do the same thing here.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello again. I just want to send you much love again
Thank you.
and greetings again. I'm curious. I know there is a portal between at least one planet in Sirius B to Earth, and I was wondering, could you tell me what that portal was used for? Is there any resources that go from Sirius B to Earth, or vice versa, or what was it originally used for?
Such as, yes, many fish type of beings are brought to this world through this portal. Many species of Sirius is brought to this world, such as humanoid Sirians were brought to here. But mostly fish of that sort for your planet to repopulate your fish populations. At times that was happening. Right now, not so much. It's to refreshment to your waters.
So what's it used for now then?
Not much at this point. Transportation of humans, or of Syrians, I should say. That is all.
Can you tell me more about the merbeans that come from Sirius to Earth?
One moment.
Take all the moment you need.
That is. yes, conduit's tiring out, so my connection process is. I'm losing energy right now. One moment. See what I can pick up. They're just malevolent species on your world, bringing knowledge of structures such as philosophies and building technologies. That is one of their gifts, at least. Do not have all of this right now because I'm losing energy right now. If there's anything else, because I'm going to have to get going.
Yeah, just one quick question, quick one, really short. Today I heard through client who was mentioning Christos' energies. Have you have any idea about Christos' energy?
Say that again. Crystal energies.
Christos.
Christos energies. So have any?
Yes. Any idea about it?
Not at this time. I have to.
No,
I
I
have to
get
do
you.
it at a different time. I don't have any energy
Okay,
right now.
I won't drain you. Thank you
I can
very
answer
much.
basic questions right now, like what's your hair color or something like that.
Thank you, Willoughby. I love your spirit. Thank you very much. Come back very soon.
I will have to if there's complicated questions, which aren't complicated, but at this time, my energy levels
Yeah, I
are
understand. Well appreciated.
away. If there's anything else.
No. You take care of yourself.
Could I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Sirian. Greetings. I'd just like to ask you, are there any entities that are trying to contact me that I'm not aware of?
That you are not aware of?
Yeah.
Angel beings around you. Let's see here. Yeah, Palladian energies around you.
Okay. And one more thing, could you pick up any messages from my higher self?
I don't think at this time. My time is running out. Let me 1 moment. Messages from the higher self. I might be able to pick up something.
Thank you.
Only that don't rush yourself too much. Be patient with your abilities. Soon you will have a slight awakening to your psychic abilities. And do not rush them. Or don't rush it. Something along those lines.
Right. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Much love. I must go now. My
Listen,
apologies. I have no.
no worries. I can understand.
It's been a long night.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you
Take
very
care.
much.
We appreciate your help.
Love and light.
Yes. I think he was being called away. That's what it was.
He was great.
My energy
God.
was history, yeah. It got really heavy all of a sudden.
Hmm.
And just
But
my
he's
energy.
sweet. He's really sweet and gentle and polite.
Yes.
Very benevolent being. I love that.
Yeah, Redmond's yeah, he's awesome.
You sweat really much.
Yeah.
How is your energy? You're sweating like hell. Are you in Arabia or something? My
Yeah, it
goodness, you're
seems like
sweating.
that. I got a fan on me. I got a
Look
fan.
at your shirt. Look at your shirt. It's wet. It's all wet.
Yeah.
God.
Did you think to put some sponge under your t-shirt?
Yeah, there you go. I should do that.
Another sweaty stuff.
The ice bucket challenge. I just throw buckets of water over my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark can help you with that.
Have a t-shirt next time.
Just wear no t-shirt.
I might wear or run the. I mean, I have an air conditioner in here, but it might be too loud. But I might try to run it. next time. See how it goes.
Sorry for draining you like that.
That's okay. That's all right. Anybody like to do a blessing before we?
Yeah, okay. Chikichikurora chita kichikucho pacho baracho tu tuta la la lu tu tu kachirikiti ya ti surururu da 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 da. Let's go. Blessings to all. Thank you.
I'd like to do one.
Let's go.
Sartarikis Gotsahtaira Negro through Hosto, Sartushia Hohunu Horsti Kikitruna, Kosta Hasiki Niki Kratika Triama, Tiansika Trishnia Kotukwa, Satiani Kotushniki Kina Hakutwa, Tatishta.
Thank you.
Nisayala yate kiatu kasho tukushwana katana kutia za kiatana kiatuku sayateke sukutu shutu asana kiatayata aniyata kushuraka asataya kusha niyasiata kunayataha.
Thank you. Anybody else? Going once, going twice. Okay, thank you guys. We'll be back here Friday at 8 o'clock Eastern. Much love.
See you.